So, what did you tell him on the phone?
Well, basically, I let him know I was aware of his
history.
No, I want to say his activities, his behavior pattern, why he's been incarcerated. You know what I mean? Like what he's been doing since he's been incarcerated.
You knew about that?
Yeah.
From the streets?
Oh, from the guys that's in the prison with him.
Oh. You told him that when I gave you the phone?
I mean, he's coming from thoroughbred guys. They are in that prison, and then they
reliable sources.
Yeah, yeah. They are in other prisons. You know what I mean? So when I come and say something, I'm being 100% serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
I told him, look, man, you got the joint. I got a lot of personal people from my circle now.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really don't want you to think, call it over my people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I don't care what everybody else do with you. But I don't want you trying to leadership my people.
Right.
Because you have these flaws that, I think kills that spirit of just being a man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Right.
So we, how a guy be like, what do you mean? Then you just gotta say it out to him.
Right.
Now look, there's many ways to step down.
Right.
You can do it peacefully, or it could be by force. And those are the only options you have.
Right.
But you don't need to be doing what you're doing because
right.
of, your activities.
Right.
Extracurricular activities.
Right. So you told him that on the phone?
Yes.
So that explains how he had to down his conscience down.
Right. So when don't forget Small was there too. Yeah. That's where that Smoke ended up coming to.
Right. I remember that because he was trying to get down there. And I remember.
Small ended up getting down there. So, and Small was real tight with that dude.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Man, because out of listen, this is so crazy. Let me tell you something. Out of everybody out of the D, besides your other brother,
right?
Small was the only guy that ever sat down with the old man.
Oh.
He used to make his eggs for him in the joint, make his breakfast.
Oh, wow.
But you couldn't tell because he never, most guys, they could just be around a guy that was probably shining his shoes and come out and be like, yeah, I was shining his shoes. Give me that. Give me this.
Right, right.
But really,
I thought that was coming from you. But he locked up in the joint with him? Okay. So, that's crazy. So, why don't you think that, was you willing to work with him?
I'm willing to work with at that, because we're talking about past thing. At that time, I would have worked with anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Work with you.
Right.
Not for you.
Right.
It's a difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, no man should go to anybody else's house and expect to become the head of that household when you built nan brick.
Right.
On that house.
Right.
That is common sense. So when you go somewhere else and you've done nothing for that struggle in that particular place,
right?
To step to the side, you come in as a guest.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't do nothing here. It's already established.
Right.
And what I'm supposed to come, and I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, I don't care what you are. The only thing matters is what the people who are with you think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you buck, they buck.
Right. True.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what your membership think, because that's what puts you in power. Right. I'm not a guy that's put in power because this guy say, okay, give him a spot. I'm the guy that put in power. I rose with my people.
Did you ever have to go through training?
No.
So why would you put nothing through training?
Because that was based off my experience.
As far as like in your personal?
No, as Marvin, the things that we lacked so much that caused us a lot of problems. You know what I mean? See, what you learn off, you're supposed to learn off your past.
Right.
What works and what don't work.
Right.
So you be better prepared for the future.
Right.
So the things that we went through in the 80s, you know what I mean? In the 90s, I changed it more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we was missing a lot of stuff. You know, back then in the 80s, man, a guy could see you with your head the wrong way and then go and kick something off, you know, and he'd be scared as hell, but he only doing that because, what, y'all 50 strong, 30, 10 strong?
Right.
Now, would he do that if he was by himself? No. So a lot of things changed in the 90s compared to what was going on in the 80s with the way the program was being ran out there. And then that's only naturally that you do so. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so now you really gotta be a real G. You know what I mean? Right. Because if you kick something off, we expect you to follow through on it. Yeah, you start it, you close it. Right. You open it, you close it, so to speak.
So you never went through training. You never was groomed.
Oh, I actually
like you was grooming us.
No, I learned from watching other people. Okay. You know, because I was already sharp. You know what I mean?
You believe you was sharp when you was young?
Man, I believe I was a sharper when I was young.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you know, as you age, the brain shrinks. Everybody know that. So if you had to take you back to when you was in your 20s, and that's why they be, wow, I was wrong when I was young. Right. You know what I mean? What they mean by that is that your body within itself was young. Right. You know, the mind young, the body young. You got plenty of energy. Right. You know what I mean? As you get older, what makes you become more wise is because you can't move the way you used to move. Right. So now that causes you to sit back and think more. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Young people, they don't think. They think, but they don't analyze
what they think.
Right. The information, the knowledge that they receive. Right. They ain't sitting there analyzing it and picking through it. They get it and run it. Run with it. Don't know nothing. Just run it. I think I know. Right. And that's what they move off of. So once you actually slow down, then you able, you know what I'm saying, to sit back, analyze everything that you're going through. You start thinking more and thinking and thinking and thinking. And now when you move, it's noticeable in a different way. Right. You know what I mean? It's like people see, like, man, I wish I could move like that. Man, right. Where did you get that from? You know what I mean? And to take back, the best training I ever had was watching the military. Because
what you mean watching? You used to watch them?
Man.
You were fascinated by them or something?
Always have been.
So at that part,
Green Beret, the Navy SEAL, you know what I'm saying?
Not the Guardian Angels.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all.
So you used that to structure when you started doing what you was doing?
When we started moving on trouble spots, shall I say, like people, areas that was giving us a hard time. You know, you go in there like the country, you send a Navy SEAL over into other countries to even when they went and got been alive. Right. Now you see where I'm going with this? Right. You try to do the same thing. Right. Your military got to be capable of infiltrating and destroying any adversary.
I thought you would just. Well, it had to be a motive behind how you were grooming that, so that do make a lot of sense.
I groomed y'all to be militant.
That do make a lot of sense because I thought you just wanted to make sure that we all knew how to fight. That if it ever came down to,
of course, that's militant. Right. The special forces do not all they men know some type of martial arts, self-defense, combat with hands and weapons.
This look, let me tell you something. Bro would have us. We would be fighting for hours. I'm talking about all terrible. I'm talking about like on the spot, like unexpected. Nobody knew it. Just it kick off. 5, 6 hours, like straight. Like, hey man, ain't you tired, man? No. And it's like, I was like, is this normal? I'm like, yeah, that's normal. I'm like, dang. A lot of people didn't like that.
I know they did.
A lot of people. He would put us in groups. Such and such there. Such and such, y'all there. Y'all on team. Let's go. Then he'll jump in. He always participated. So he wasn't just having us out there doing that. And it was like when I was coming up under you, right? I was trying so hard to, how could I say this? I wasn't really trying to, I didn't want to be me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you knew who you was at the time.
No, I didn't know who I was. Cause even though I had but even though I still had little thing, I've never been under instruction. For the first time I was under instruction. You get what I'm saying? It was different than just having a few fights here and there in the hood. Now you up under, I actually got a leader. But the thing, my leader is my brother, which meant it came with a lot more responsibilities. You get what I'm saying?
People expect you to do
because
more of the things that I was doing.
Right. And it's like, and you didn't know to some degree what I was capable of doing too, till that one incident thing.
Because you never know. And what you don't want to do is put a ticket on something that don't go there. You know, so basically let me say, you don't want to say, oh, my brother, he telling the guys, look, my brother, man, he like that with Google. Right. And then as soon as something happened, they look like, man, this nigga was hollering. Man, what the hell going on with this guy? You know? Right.
Right.
I'd rather not say nothing.
Right.
You know, but get you in the trials.
Right. So that was part of the grooming.
That's definitely part of the grooming.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. See, if I come out and tell them what I think you're capable of doing and who you are, it means a lot. But until they actually see you do what you need to do, they're going off what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, now I don't one thing I don't like to do is vouch for other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd rather you I don't know. You know.
Right.
Every individual has to go through a bonding session with you personally.
Right.
I can sit up here and say something about the next person. Hey, that person ain't right, this and that. But until you get a chance to vibe with them
personally,
you're just going off what I'm saying. So what if I just don't like the person and I'm just saying?
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, what is my agenda? You know what I mean? Because I'm not speaking positive about a person. So what is the agenda behind it? Because it's always agenda.
Right.
It's always agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That make a lot of sense.
That's awesome.
That make a lot of sense. I you know, I never knew. I'm gonna ask you this because I never really knew. What was your motive and intention behind this?
But this was
no, this particular situation I'm finna bring up.
Okay, so
when you brought me to the room and you was watching Farrakhan.
Right.
But I was the only one allowed in that room though.
Exactly.
And you had also the folder of the whole history. Right? So you like Farrakhan? I'm like, he kind of deep. You know, you wasn't a Muslim. Let's get that clear. He wasn't a Muslim. Why did you listen to him though? You wasn't a Muslim, so
well, I did a whole lot of study with the different editions of the Bible. So I've started looking at other things. You know, I'm in my 20s now, so I know it's more to the world than what I've uncovered so far.
Right.
So out of the Islamic movement, the Nation of Islam, I felt the minister was more in tune with what was going on in the country.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And at the same time, he was aware of our struggle as African Americans in the United States.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like him right now when you looking back at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all, you know, I have mad respect for the minister because a lot of the knowledge that you learn from them helps you to get yourself together,
right,
as well. You
right.
know what I mean? You know, like with any religion, they're going to be pocket holes of doubts, shall I say?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to always find something that you don't like. You know
right.
what I mean? But overall, they are militant.
Okay.
And that's what I'm like most of all.
Right.
They are structured. They have a command. And they are, how shall I say, they are dedicated to that service.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
In other words, they haven't been broken down.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They haven't been broken down. So, you know, that's a and they struggle go back before the things we talking about, the gangs in Chicago. I mean, excuse me, social clubs in Chicago.
Right.
The nation go back far.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey.
So I get in there. So my question to you is this. You have me watching that and you start teaching me the history of the social clubs.
Yeah. You need to know that.
What was you doing?
Well, I think that
like with me personally. What were you doing?
Well, you my brother. I'm just sharing information with you, if that's okay.
Oh, so that's what you were doing?
Yeah.
There was no other
motive?
Yeah.
No, my only motive is that for you to be aware of my studies. The Nation of Islam is a part of my studies.
So why I had to watch it?
I've studied the government. I've studied.
So why did I have to watch it then?
Because it was important. Because the way that they were moving, and you see how his security was when he spoke and everything. This is the militant way we were structured to be.
You know what I thought you were doing?
What?
I thought you grooming me for a position.
You was already in a position, bro.
No, but I'm talking about it. Okay, because it had got to the point, like
outside of myself when I'm gone from the spot.
Yeah, see, because that's I want to bring that up too.
You close things to me, my brother. So even if you got guys there that have a position to control things who are over you, but they're under you. You know what I mean? It's it's two tickets with that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, this is one of the guys who I'm learning from. But at the same time, my brother is teaching, you know, training him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he knows that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you come in already with a lift, a great lift.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I thought you had. When I go back and go back, you know how you go back now? And like like when I go back and I look at things and I'm testifying on my behalf.
Right.
And I'm seeing some of the things we were doing. And it had got a point to me. I believe, maybe you can clear this up too. Remember I said when I got there, you was like, chill, like yo gang banging years and all that. They like was done.
Yeah, I'm out the field.
Yeah, you out the field, but you running everything. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's like the whole city know who you is. All you know what I'm saying. So it's like when I get there, because I'm going somewhere with this.
I know.
Okay, so when I get there, I just felt you didn't only take me under your wing as being this how I felt, as being your brother. You get what I'm saying? I believe you were grooming me to be more than, I can't never be more than just your brother. But I think you were grooming me because I think you had got to the point where, I believe you had got to the point where you start having trust issues.
Yeah, I know what you get.
You get what I'm saying?
And but that was okay. Well, I guess you can say all that men together because with the studying, is to teach you how to be a leader.
Right.
Remember that.
Right.
Now, because I don't want people to respect me for being in a made man.
Right.
And when I say made, I ain't talking about nobody else. We made it ourselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because nothing else was down there but what we put together.
Right.
So I have to make sure that when they see my brother, he's just as cold as me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's what I want them to see.
Right.
So even when I'm gone, they go, oh shit, oh his brother here, he got this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure. Because you know, all my brothers, I've basically tried to advance in the field. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you my brother, you what I mean. I'm finna make sure that you make the right sacrifices.
Right.
And you get your ass on the top.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Making the right sacrifice to
get on the top. You don't have to put your work in. You know that. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sweating watching.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because at any time I feel that you can't function correctly, I'm gonna remove you and put you back at the house.
Right.
Now you just my brother.
Right.
But in here, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not just your brother, but I'm also your chief.
Right.
So I got all these guys looking at me, and the last thing I want them to think is that because you my brother, I'm finna give you some breaks.
Right.
No, I'm gonna be hard on you.
Right.
So they gonna look at themselves and say, God damn.
Right.
Man, I would have quit.
Yeah.
Man, I would have quit, man. He hard on his people, man.
I wasn't expecting for you to choose me to go that one time. You get what I'm saying? Because there were too many people. You didn't have to. You get what I'm saying?
I don't care.
But it go back to what you're saying.
Yeah, they got to see you put your work in.
Right.
And you got to gain your own respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because I was saying to myself like, oh, they're sending me? Then I was like, well, this is the moment to some degree I was waiting for. Because I wanted to try to
show yourself.
Yeah, but I wanted to prove.
But this is how you get your own face though.
Right.
So now they won't be looking at you like, oh, that's the G brother. They gonna be like, oh, that's his name and he says and that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got your own identity now.
Right. and I was just saying like, okay, here it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it happened, but it was like, then they came back and told you like, you know, your little brother, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I knew it. You know, you were just so happy and proud of me. And I was like, happy that you was happy and proud of me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was terrible.
Huh?
That was terrible.
What?
Because at the end of the day, what we was involved in at the time, the things we was doing.
Right, but I know that, but we talking about the past.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, because, you know, the mindset. You know,
right. What we proud of.
Right. See,
right.
We really don't know no better, you know.
But that's the life that was life. Yeah, we the environment. And if not, and thing about it is, when we there doing that, it's not just us. Mm-hmm. It's they people doing that, they people doing that, and we have to be this. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because if we not. You
they're gonna take over.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Which brings me to this. When you and our other brother leave and go out of town to take care of some business. Now keep in mind, I'm new here, y'all. I'm new. I don't know the history and other leaders that we talking about, other leaders, and stuff. But word had got around to some degree that you were gone. Right. And our other brother was gone. And all I know, these other dudes came around, but they came around when they like don't supposed to be around. Right. They wasn't doing nothing, but they came around when they don't supposed to be around. I think I remember that too. Other people knew about it. Right. I'm just hearing some of the brothers and speak like, what, you know what I'm saying? And what correct, and then go back to structure and order. What makes our stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it go to this. They wanted Smoke to give the order to take care of business. Right. Smoke, like, no. Bro, them gone. We ain't gonna go that deep until bro them come back. You get what I'm saying? And we was heated though. Cause we want action. Yeah, y'all should have took off. We want action. But I'm a respect Smoke to this point. And that's why probably you may have had him in that position. Cause he knew he didn't have to do nothing. All he had to do was give the word. Right. And it was done. But him not overreacting. Yeah, because you know, we took off. but hold on, I'm coming somewhere. Right. I'm coming somewhere. So I'm mad because just like you said, we took off. Little bro left here. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But I know I'm under law. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing either. Right. Is he in charge? Right. And we heated amongst each other. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Right. We heated. Because remember, when y'all got back, it was early that morning. And y'all came back and you came to check on me. Yeah. And like, hey, look, I told you and him and our other brother, our other real brother too. I told y'all, I say, hey, some dude named Tally, you know. Right. That's when we had the trench coats. Right. I'm like, yeah, he said, you know, woo, when? Here? Like, yeah, man, over there by such. We marched right on. Come on, let's go. Oh, let's go. Over there, come. I was like, but they was telling me, like, look, we was ready to go. I'm gonna keep it real. We was ready to go when you was gone. We was ready to go, but other brothers was like, dude, there ain't nothing to mess with. You get what I'm saying? They some killers. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And that's what, and I'm like, I don't know him though. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, they like, and maybe that had something to do with Smoke them too, because he knew there was going to be, it's going to be some, you know what I'm saying? And by them coming over there, they probably had to been mindful of that too, to some degree. Yeah, they know. Because they know very well. Right. Y'all come back, I put you up on game, what's going on immediately. Well, man, let's go. Go over there. All right. Crazy. This is in the past, y'all. So, you know. But Chuck, you went over there, y'all went over there. That was crazy. Nipped that in the bud, got them up out of there. But it was crazy because quick. Right, because again, never got to see it. Never had to. Never, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, I think Smoke got in trouble too, if I ain't mistaken. He did. I think he did. But the thing that, you know, like I said, if I would have been there, but it wouldn't have happened. Yeah, they came because you left. Right. So, Smoke, the thing about it, he's a very compassionate guy. He's not like Gun and the rest of the guys or your brother. Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Smoke gonna be thinking about the health and well-being of everybody. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And if he figured he's got to go in a situation where he's going to risk him some lives, right? He ain't gonna do it. He will not do it. That was good to have.
Exactly. Gracefully. Now, on the other hand, they wouldn't have done that had I been there. So there's no need for me to say what I'd have done.
Right. But did you like the fact that you had got to the point where, for the most part, you know what? I want to speak on this part.